Hey, what's up, guys? So I thought I'd do something today that I've never seen, and that's I got a lot of putting my slick top Z back together, and I've got a lot of the electrical components and sending units and stuff that I need to check. So I'm gonna go over how to do all that today. All right, and first thing we're gonna start with is the oxygen sensor, or engine exhaust, what do they call it in here? I don't even know. Exhaust gas sensor. Okay, so first thing you do, set your multimeter to ohms. You basically, on this one you go, it gives you like A, B, and C on the connectors. This one you just check A and C, put them together, see how many ohms you get. On this one, it's not reading anything. I got an open loop, so this thing's bad. It should be reading anywhere from 3 to 1,000 ohms would be good. This one is open loop, nothing. And if you want to double check that, you can put your two leads together, and you pretty much should get 0, because there shouldn't be any resistance between these two metal probe pieces. All right, so that's what I've got is 0. Okay. So you should get some level of resistance between the A and the C. So you want to check the ones on each end, and I'll go check the one on the engine and show you a good one in a minute. But we're going to do a couple of more things in the meantime. All right. So next we're going to check the injectors. Now I've got some rebuilt or brand new injectors here, and I've actually already tested them. But I'm going to show you how you test them. Basically, if you look at let's see what the book says. I should have found that first, sorry. It's supposed to be between 10 and 14. I'm pretty sure. Let's see, injector. Oh, of course it's on the last page, I didn't check. Injector, between 10 and 14 ohms. Okay, so this is so hard. Take your two leads, touch the two little connectors that are in there. I got 11.8. Most of them are going to come in around 12. Okay, so that one's good. It's between 10 and 14. Good. Check this one. Just leave them in the package. There's more you can check on your injectors. You can buy a little sprayer that'll actually spray it'll make the injector spray. Alright, let's see. So we got 12.1 on this one, so it's good. I got a couple of bad ones over here. Hang on, I'll show you what a bad one reads. Let me grab one of them. Okay, so what does a bad injector read? Now let's check this one out. This is one that I already tested. Alright. This one is 26. It's actually moving around. It's going further down and further down. It started at 26, now we're down to 19, 18, 17. That's pretty weird. So you're just going to get a weird reading. If I start it up again. Come on, man. Now I'm getting an open loop. Sometimes you gotta move the probe back and forth on the metal tab. There's like corrosion and stuff on it. Alright, so I started at 28, 25, 20, 19. Okay, that's a bad injector. Don't want to use that one. Alright, next up, we got a bunch of coils to check. So in this one, you've got 3 connectors in there, but if you look in the book, it shows the tab being on the top. We're going to test the first one and the middle one. So 1 and 2 is what we're going to check on this one. Let's see what we get. It should be, it says approximately 0.7 ohms. Let's see what we get. I got 0.8. 0.8 on that one. That's a good one. Alright, let's check this one. What do we get on it? 0.8. Another good one. Alright, hopefully I got a bunch of good coils here. I got a bunch of these when I got that slip top project. I got like twice as many. Let's see what we get here. Oh, I open up on that one. Nope, 0.8. 0.8 on that one. Alright, so you get the drift on the ignition coils. I'm going to finish testing all these. Okay, so real quick we're going to do the throttle sensor. And this one we actually have to move the throttle, so it's a little bit easier to do some alligator clips. Alright, so if you look at the book, it shows you the tab on the top, and then it calls it A, B, and C. So in this one we're testing B and C. So you put your leads on B and C, turn your ohm meter back on, and it says with it completely released it's supposed to be approximately 1,000 ohms. Alright, mine's coming in at 937, 935 with it completely released. That's probably close enough. Okay, so partially released then. So move your throttle partially released. It's supposed to be between 1 and 9. Mine's at 4,300, 4,200. So that's good. And then completely depressed, push it all the way up, and it's supposed to be around 9,000. And I'm getting crazy readings. I had good readings just a minute ago, so I'm not sure what's going on with mine. Let's try that again. Okay, now it's looking a little bit. Yeah. So I may have a weird throttle position sensor here. Maybe my leads are just... Sometimes you gotta move your... Like I said, sometimes you gotta get a good... Make sure you're getting good contact on those leads. On both ends. The side that you've got clipped to your multimeter and the side that's on the alligator clip. Okay, let's try that again. Now if I open it all the way up, I get 8,000. It's pretty steady 8,000. So that's pretty close to 9,000. I don't know, maybe maybe actually adjusting the throttle position would help this. So we'll see. You need 12 volts to actually adjust it. And so I'll just wait till I get it plugged back into the engine to finish doing that. But you get the gist on how to check your throttle sensor, and we'll keep moving on. Alright, next we're going to check the AAC valve, which is hard to show. You just look it up. You'll have to know what the AAC valve is to check it. There's a picture of it. It's all part of that IACV valve right here on the back of the plenum. So for the IAC valve, there's only two connectors, and it's supposed to be approximately 10 ohms. What do we get? I'm getting... Okay, this is one of those times where the connectors are they just need scratched up a little bit. If it reads an open loop, there's a good chance your connectors just need to get scratched up. Let's scratch them up. Oh, I'm still getting an open loop, so it looks like I may be getting an AAC valve. I may actually have one. Yeah, I'm getting an open loop on AAC valve. I'm supposed to be getting 10 ohms, so that's not good. I'm still getting nothing. It flashes for a second. Okay, wait. Now I'm getting 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I'm guessing that's bad. It's supposed to be around 10. It's still climbing. 16 and climbing. Let's just... I hate this. These things sit outside for a long time. These connectors get some scale on them. I don't know, man. I'm calling that thing bad. Joy, oh joy. More parts to order. More money to spend. Yep, I guess so, man. That's weird. Alright. Well, if I get on this side, I get a reading. Maybe if I get on the outside, no. 12. Now I'm getting a reading. 10, 9.8, 9.9, 9.8. Okay, so I'm just going to clean that connector up real good. I'm getting 9.7 now, so it's just all about how you touch them, man. Alright, let's move on to the next one, which is the FICD solenoid valve. Oh, I gotta hook 12 volts up to it. Alright, I'll get to that in just a minute. Let's check out the air regulator, which is this part here. Okay, on it we're supposed to get 70 to 80 ohms. Let's see what we get on it. Again, I'm getting an open loop. So let's scratch it up. Jeez, man, this thing must have sat outside for a long time. What are we getting now? Alright, now I'm getting 76. 76 ohms, supposed to be 70 to 80. I'd say that's in pretty good shape. Okay, so the next thing we got to do is put 12 volts to the FICD solenoid valve and see if it clicks. So I'm fixing to get a battery hooked up and we'll test that out. Okay, we're going to check the FICD solenoid valve. I got a battery hooked up here. I got leads running up from here to the solenoid valve. All I gotta do is touch it and listen for a click. And it clicked. And it clicked. And it clicked. Okay, we're good on that. Done. Alright, so just real quick, we're going to test the fuel temp sender. So you basically put one lead on the sending unit and then you ground the other side. And it's supposed to be, it gives it by temperature. I'm getting about 2,000 ohms. And if you look at it, and it's about 80, oh shit, sorry. It's about 85 degrees, so it kind of gives a range. At 68 degrees, it's supposed to be 2100 to 2900. At 122, it's supposed to be, actually go less. So 680 to 1000, and then at 178 degrees, it's supposed to be 300 to 3300. So again, I'm getting about 2000 when I do mine. So that's a little bit lower than it's supposed to be. But it's warmer, so it should be lower according to this chart. So for what it's worth, there's the fuel temp sender. Alright, so now we're to the coolant temperature, or the engine temperature sensor. And we're basically going to put it back to ohms. We're just going to touch each lead, or each connector. And it's kind of the same as the fuel temp. It's supposed to be about 2000 at 68 degrees. And then at 122 degrees, it's supposed to be 680 to 1000. So it's about 90 degrees in here. I'm getting about 1700. So that's in good shape. No problems with that. Okay, we're going to do the PTU next. And on the PTU, it's important to note that there's two different ones. There's an older version and a newer version. The older version is the numbers right here, the part number. The older version is 22020-97E00. The new version is 22020-97E11. Alright, so I've got the new version here. And it matters as far as, well, maybe it doesn't matter. But there is a newer one. And I've got two different pages. And it shows like different instructions for the old one versus the new one. So I'm going to look at the version for the new 97E11. And so basically here's what we're checking on, let's see, one end is labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G, which is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the other side just has 6. So this side has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so this is the A, B, C, D, E, F, G side. And this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 side. So what we're doing here is we're checking continuity. Okay, so we're going to test the newer unit. And instead of showing A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it basically, on the diagram, I'll show you here, maybe. Let's see if I can show you. It marks A, B, and C as 2, D is 3, E, F, G is 2, and it marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 as 1. Alright? So, we're going to set that up. Let me see if this is, get this back on here. Okay, so this is going to be a little different. So the first thing we're going to do is, it says mark 3, which is actually D, which is the middle one. Okay, so we've got D here, and we're going to put D on the positive lead. Okay, and now we're going to hit all of the ones, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we should have no continuity. Open, oh dang it, we just got continuity. We got 0.4 on 1, 0.4 on 2, 0.4 on 3, 0.4 on 5, 4, 0.4 on 5, 0.4 on 6. So it tells me that's not supposed to be happening. Or not infinity. I don't know about that. That don't seem right. Okay, well anyway, so alright, now next test is we leave the positive lead on 3, and then we're going to test 2, which is A, B, C, E, F, G. And it says no infinity or 0. So let's see what we get. No, we're getting 0.3. We're getting 0.3. We're getting 0.3. We're getting 0.3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's supposed to be on D. Yeah, it's on D. Alright, that's pretty weird. Okay, so 1 and 2. So now we're going to go back to what we were doing a while ago, where the positive lead is on 1, which is the lowest one. Okay, so 1, and then we're going to hit A, and that is open. Okay, so that is infinity. Okay, so we're doing good so far. And then we'll put that one on 2 and go to B, and I've got an open loop for infinity. Okay, I'm going to go to 3, and then I'm going to go to C, and that's an open loop. Okay, I'm going to go to 4, and I'm going to go to, I guess I'm going to go to D. Yeah, I still got an open loop. Okay, I'm going to go to 5. Then I'm going to go to E, open loop. Then I'm going to go to 6. And then we're going to go to E, and I have an open loop. Okay, so that is correct. So when we're testing, when we've got the top one on D, and we test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, it's supposed to get a reading. And when we test A, B, C, E, F, G, it's supposed to get a reading. But when we check when this is positive and we put this on the number, and we go 1 to A, 2 to B, 3 to C, 4 to D, 5 to E, and 6 to F, then you're supposed to get an open loop. And that's how you test the PTU. So this one seems to be in good shape. Okay, I have no idea what's about to happen here. It says for you to check the VTC solenoid valve. You're supposed to connect, there's basically 2 connectors. You're supposed to tap tap it to a positive and a negative. So let's see what happens here. I hear it clicking. I guess that's what you're looking for. I don't know. Let's test the other one. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I got a battery, and maybe all we're looking for is the clicking sound. Let's see what this one does. I mean, it sounded like it was doing something, so I guess that's all we want is for it to open or close, right? So let's try this one and see what happens. Alright, yeah, it clicks. So I guess that's what you're looking for on the VTC. Hook it up to a battery and listen for the clicks. What's up, people? Alright, I just wanted to finish up my sensor test video real quick. And I just want to go over three sensors that I can't make any sense out of. And one is the knock sensor. It basically, if you look at the manual and you're testing the knock sensor, it says if you put the damn it, what the hell is it called? The meter. If you put the fucking multimeter on the A terminal, and then you ground the other probe on the block somewhere, that you should have connectivity. Well, I got a brand new knock sensor, and I get nothing, just an open loop, even if when I touch the ground. I tested my twin turbo, and I got no continuity on it, and so I don't know what's up with that. The other one is the throttle position switch, or the throttle valve switch. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but you're testing the switch, and I think it says put the connectors, or put the probes on A and B, and then when you press the accelerator, you're supposed to get or you're supposed to have continuity when it is connected, and then when you mash the accelerator, you're supposed to not have continuity, or it's backwards of that. Long story short, if I put the probes on A and B, I get nothing. It's open loop the whole time, and it's like I've got a brand new TPS. It does it. The one on my twin turbo, same thing. Now, if you put the probes on B and C, then I think you get continuity until you mash the accelerator, and then it goes away. So I don't get that one either. And then finally, the third one was the power steering oil pressure switch, and you're supposed to get a certain ohm reading on it. And when I pull it off and touch the two probes to the two connectors on it, I get an open loop. I get nothing. I brought a brand new oil pressure switch, and same thing. I get nothing. You get zero. So I don't know what's up with those three tests, but something's weird there. So if you know what the deal is with those tests, I mean, really know, don't be guessing, then leave me a comment and let me know what's going on. I don't know. I mean, there's no oil in my oil pressure switch. Should that make a difference? I don't think so. I'm guessing it should probably still be. I don't know. Maybe it could. Maybe that could be the problem. The knock sensor I don't get at all, and the throttle switch I don't get that at all either. And maybe it's a misprint or something. Maybe you should be having the probes on B and C anyway. And you can look at the manual and see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the B and C connectors. So anyway, hopefully that video helped you guys out, especially the PTU part. That's a pretty good way to bench test your PTU and see if it's any good or not. It's definitely not straightforward in the manual. So hopefully that helps out, and we'll catch you next time.